Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time we got ourselves Ethereal Blast, and we came back here to the battle arena to get through as many of these as we could before moving forward through the super long dungeon that is the 211 Sphere Company. Anyway, last time we got a bunch of these done, so let's continue with what we were doing last time there. While I was off screen there, I managed to use both Fate and Cliff, and Marian got everyone all balanced up. We took out all of the battles for rank D, C, and B, so let's move up to rank A now. I understand that these aren't really the the best strategies. There's probably way earlier points you could take these guys out. I could have done a lot more work when it comes to actually synthesizing my weapons earlier in the game. I just didn't want to break it earlier. As soon as we hit post-game, I figure we're pretty good to break the game to some extent, because it really doesn't matter at this stage. We're already into the post-game, now we're just facing additional challenges, so shouldn't be too bad at this point. I know I have kind of overdone it a little bit. And let's just end you. There we go.
That was a fight?
Having Maria for the single battles is a really good idea, just because she's able to stand so far back and still annihilate the enemy, and doesn't have a chance of breaking your bonus gauge, which makes life a lot easier for me. And I'm assuming you as well, assuming you have at least a little bit of experience using Maria. There we go.
What a waste of time. Let's
Not
go.
too much to these battles at these levels with this type of gear.
What a pain.
Ow! Let's dodge whatever you're planning on doing there. And I ran out of fury, that's not good. Let's see if I can knock him. No, apparently he doesn't get stunned as easily. Starting to get a little more a little more HP at this point, which I guess is good. Anyway, for defeating this one, we get a Star Guard. Yay! Don't care. Anyway, let's just go and do one more here. Do the final one on single battle, and then we'll move on to the team battle. Alright, one more go. Let's see here. S rank. Now, since the last time I've actually recorded, S is godlike in terms of rank. Cute. Speaking of gods, I actually finished my test run. And I won't say what that has to do with God, other than the fact that, yeah, that game has a lot to do with God. Not the Christian God either. Or Muslim God or anything else. I don't know. I'm not very good when it comes to great understandings of religions. I have a moderate understanding of certain mythologies, but as far as, religious continuity or whatever, no.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
I did Sunday school, well, Christian Sunday school when I was a kid, but I grew out of that rather quickly.
What a pain.
I'm not going to start talking too much about that, though. Basically, the idea is I finished the test run of the next Let's Play. Or at least I'm assuming it's the next Let's Play. I have no reason to not do it, and I just figured I'd put that out there. I put off working on that for quite some time, and now I finally finished her up, and that just froze. I will see you when we get back to this point in a minute. Okay, hopefully we don't freeze up this time. I don't know why, but for some reason in the battle arena, on the emulator, it does tend to freeze somewhat off.
What a pain.
So, hopefully we can avoid that today. That'd be nice. It already froze a couple times on me off screen, so.
What a waste of time.
Anyway, that's the extent of the S rank there. Nothing particularly special. The prizes for Class B, A, and S, you can only get once. So you're only going to get one pair of bunny shoes, one Star Guard, and one imposing scroll. The other ones, I think you can get one per character, or a total of 6 or something. It's hard to remember. like I said, I've been, last couple of days I've been focusing on a different game. The game that I'm pretty much done with the actual playing of the game as far as prepping it for next time. Actually, hold up a sec here. Let's go to the menu real quick. I had used Cliff there, and I used those gauntlets. We also got the Valorious gauntlets last time. These are his actual ultimate weapon. Now, if you take a look, yeah, base power pretty high, his normal attack is pretty high, but it's got a lot of negative stats on there, negative factors. We can actually remove pretty much everything on there except for the attack plus 1000. Ideally, I'd take the attack plus 1000 off of it and use it as a blank weapon, but I can't really do that because the only thing that the attack plus 1000 will do is duplicate. And I don't want to do that. There's much better things to be putting on there, such as, you know, attack and defense plus 30, or something like no HP damage, something like that. But yeah, I was just using that so he didn't gain any additional experience in there, plus it makes him more effective. I used Cliff and Fate off screen there after it crashed to go through rank A, so I'll use them to go through rank S on my own time. But for now, we're going to move forward into the team battle here. So yeah, I might as well just announce it right now since I'm pretty much done, like I said, all the actual playing part of the game. And yeah, I'm going to be doing Xenogears next. Now, Xenogears is something I actually wanted to do prior to even working on the first Star Ocean game, and I just didn't have the time, and I didn't finish it, and I hadn't played it in the last 2.5 months that I was working so heavily. I'm not working so heavily right now, which is nice. Nice to have a little break every once in a while. But yeah, these guys not so great at this point. But yeah, so I finally got the some free time to actually play it, and I finished my test run. Though there is a lot to the story for this game, and I do want to go through a lot of additional work going into Perfect Works guides and such, and trying to get a lot more information about the game. And on top of that, I also have to do a little bit of extra kind of background stuff for the stuff that I'm interested in about the game, so that I actually remember, how to explain certain elements of the game to you guys, as opposed to just like, oh, I remember this from, my psychology class. This is cool. I can't remember why. That's not all that interesting.
What a pain.
You're way up top.
And you died.
What a waste
That's
of time. Let's go.
Yeah, not too much to worry about in here, which is probably why I was motivated to actually work on the game. I had been kind of motivated for a little while there. But you hurry up. Oh, they talk a lot. I'm not going to hold all of the dialogue. I'm going to run away from those guys. I don't want them breaking my gauge. Anyway, they can handle them just fine. Even weak enemies can break your battle gauge, doing 0 damage to you. It's kind of irritating that way. And by the way, Cliff is not really the best person for a lot of his stuff. There we go. Because with Fist of Fury anyway, he's just not very effective at keeping the battle bonus gauge in here, especially when he's by himself. So I wouldn't recommend using him. I've been using save states to keep my bonus gauge so that all of my my values, my experience values are the same, because that's kind of what I'm going for. Other than that, yeah, I would not recommend him until he gets his ultimate tech, which I think he doesn't get until floor 150, if I remember correctly. It's been a few days since I looked that up. Alright, so speaking of save states, make one of those so if it freezes, I don't have to redo a whole bunch of stuff. That would suck. And we'll start with round C. Not a whole lot to these fights, like I said, so I was kind of glad that I had the prep work that I did on Xenogears set up for, so I at least had something to talk about for some of these things. Otherwise, it's like, okay, these guys aren't very challenging at this point in the game. Why are we fighting them, kind of deal. Anyway. Something else that Xenogears is kind of interesting with is just trying to balance out in Xenogears, even more so than this game, money is tight, and hell, even at the end of the game, you can use money until you're blue in the face, and you can still use more. But it's actually kind of weird because there are a lot of points in the game where you don't need to buy the next set of gear, because by the time you would make use of it, you can buy the one after that. So it's going to be an interesting way of navigating through the game by don't upgrade here or upgrade only this character or these characters here and then move on to the next one and then upgrade everyone at the next one or whatever. I missed. She said she wouldn't miss and she didn't, but fate kind of did. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, it's going to take some planning to get through that out. A lot of stuff that I want to get kind of prepped up ahead of time. So, like I said, the actual game, the playing through test run part is out of the way. Now it's all just down to a couple of other things, really. Just get the knowledge base up before I begin actual recording. I'm not going to say anything about it now, but I may make a change or two. Not in terms of the game I'm playing, just in terms of some other things when I get around to actually making the DLC. I'm going to actually take control of Maria, I think, in the next round here so that I can actually do something without having to worry about breaking my gauge. And we get a fake Utri emblem that does nothing but sells for 20 grand. Yay! Money is always good. Even though at this point we're pretty close to the edge, we don't really need a lot of money anymore. Alright, so no, not config. What am I doing? Formation. Select Maria. There we go, we're all healed up and ready to go. Make another save state so I don't have to redo anything extra if I happen to fail or get game freeze on me. Go to rank B. See how far we can get today. I don't want to... It's kind of irritating to watch an entire video of me stuck in the battle arena, but I do want to get through some of this stuff, and I'd ideally like to get through all of them right now, and then kind of show how the rest of this is going to play out in the ranking battle, because a lot of the ranking battle is just fighting these enemies, and I want to do that off screen, so I'd like to at least start that today. And it froze again. I'll see you in a moment. Alright, I guess I'll cut to here. I finished off that last battle. I couldn't remember which one I fought. So, anyway, yeah. Beat the first one, which is kind of expected at this point. We already kind of saw the conclusion to that fight. So, anyway, move on to the next one. Maybe I'll leave a chunk of silence in there as I go through the text boxes in case you want to attempt to pause and read it if you're interested. Yeah, these guys are really annoying if you're Cliff and you're trying to use Fists of Fury, because as soon as you unload Fists of Fury on this guy, your bonus gauge will break, which is really stupid. I don't know why it happens. He does 0 damage, 0 damage, 0 damage, and my gauge breaks pretty much every time I use Fists of Fury on him, so. Anyway, kind of be aware of that and don't do that. Alright. One thing of note is I actually got a battle trophy off screen. I've gotten a bunch of battle trophies off screen, some of which I haven't mentioned, but this one was for dealing 50,000 damage in a single attack. I did that with Cliff. I just used a normal attack, a normal circle attack. I'm gonna run away. That's called obliteration. Between Ethereal Blast and Energy Burst, you can deal so much damage, it is just ridiculous. And once Cliff gets his ultimate tech, yeah, it's basically three-way annihilation on any single enemy. It is ridiculous. And we get a Scumbag Slayer, which I already have from using the Santa Boots. Okay. Make another save state. Don't want to have to go back and do things over again. Oh, no, did not want to do a single battle. I want to fight, but I don't want to do a single battle. Thank you. Alright, so we're on rank A there. I should have time to go through and do the S rank and then prep the next one there, hopefully. As long as I skip through all the dialogue and everything else. They have some, you know, repartee going back and forth. I think they make fun of each other and they build up both groups. It's pointless. Basically, we're fighting the same enemies in team battle as we did in single battle, though it's no longer 1-on-1. It's 3-on-3, 3-on-2. Sometimes it's even 3-on-1. It doesn't really matter, though. Yeah.
Wasted my time.
These enemies are weak 1-on-1. They're even weaker at this point. Didn't get the shot off. Oh, well. Not really a lot to say, unfortunately. My commentary style really relies on me being able to comment on things that are happening, and when we're doing this, things aren't really happening.
The last time you messed with me.
That was
That was a fight?
why was he there? Enough talking, you guys. Shut up and let me fight. Yeah, these guys still suck. There we go.
That was a
They
fight?
are... The way I ended up beating him with Cliff was I used a stun bomb on him, and then I came up with a normal attack, a long-range circle attack, just a normal attack, and then ran away and did it again, and that's pretty much all I really needed to do, because Cliff does a lot of damage with that type of attack. There we go. Unload energy burst.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
And that should be the end of rank A. Rank S for next time. Oh, yeah, star or something or other. Let's go take a look at that. I don't even remember what that does. Gamma here. Let's see. New items. Star Splash? Balls. That's useless. Imposing Scroll, by the way, it's attack plus 1,000 on whatever you want to put it on. There are very few things you would want to put that on. I think you can create something that does the same thing. I think. Maybe you just have a way of getting more Imposing Scrolls. I can't remember. I just remember that I don't really care for it. Anything else of value? No, not really. Alright, rank S. Let's get this one over with so that we can move on and I can demonstrate what team battles are, how they work, and then we can move on. I'll go a little extra length just because I want to make sure I get that set up so I can do the vast majority of off-screen, because it really is fighting like enemies I could beat at level 20, and I don't want to deal with trying to put all that on screen because it just takes too long.
You wasted my time.
Rank S. I love Energy Burst. Keeps me so much energy. Aw, I didn't get to see it through real fast.
Let's
That's no
go.
fun. Oh well. Enemies are dead. It's always fun. Alright.
You wasted my
For some
time.
reason, rank S puts at least a different enemy in the first round on you. I don't know why. I think I've been MP killing a lot of these enemies because Energy Burst does so much MP damage. Because sometimes when I leave Fate and Cliff to fight them, they don't tend to kill them nearly as fast as I do when I'm taking on 2 or 3 of them at the same time. I love being able to MP kill enemies.
You wasted my time.
I've seen this battle before.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
There we are. The only reason I didn't do this directly after coming out of the Maze of Tribulations is because I really wanted to get Fate's Ethereal Blast before coming here, because if I was going to be wasting a bunch of time fighting enemies, I want to at least get building up. Run away. Ow! Don't touch me, go away. And hopefully...
That was a fight?
There's more where that came from.
Okay, he does get experience. Good. That would have sucked. One more fight. Let's get
No problem.
a Basil going here right off the bat so that Cliff can do something. Run away. There we go.
Sidekick.
What a waste of time.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
go.
sidekicking air there, Fate. Not really all that helpful. Alright, so what do we get for this one? Ring of Slaughter. I don't care about that. I can't even remember what it does. It doesn't matter. Let's take a look briefly. Ring of Slaughter has some basic stats and increases the battle bonus gauge. Garbage. Okay, how ranking battles work. I don't need an explanation. Let's check out ranking. We haven't registered them. We need to pick a team name. Now, the way these work is they're all really stupid names, Nights Between Time, Defrosted Tuna Team, and so forth. Each of these has different raising and lowering of affinity with different characters. I can't remember. I would assume this one would help Albel. That would probably help someone like Roger or Pepita, someone stupid. I don't know. I'm just going to choose Mystic Dragon Eyes. It doesn't really matter. Once you change it, you can't. Or once you select it, you can't change it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect what you get out of anything. It's just there. Anyway, the way this works is you can fight teams up to 4 or 5 ranks above your current rank. And as you fight them, there's no reason of fighting here. Just go straight to the top, fight whatever team is there, and you'll go into the battle, you'll fight one battle, and that's it. And unfortunately, the enemies here are just super weak, and so there's no point in me doing this all on screen. I just want to kind of show you how this works.
What a pain.
On myself.
Yeah, that's how we one-shot.
That was easy.
And the experience matches that. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing a lot of these on screen. Once we get to the top, we get prizes and money for doing this, and that's pretty much it. Once we get to the top, we'll find other reasons to do it. So let's get out of there. And once we've done this, if we head back into that, we now have the ability to go 5 above, and as you can see, it shows how are moving. We don't always move up by 1. Sometimes we move up by 2. I can't remember if it goes much more than that. You do have to fight a lot of these teams. I'll probably do the vast majority of this off screen. I might show this one if I remember that one is of some value. Oh no, it's this one, maybe. I thought it was one of the higher ones. I know it's one of the Twin Beast things that has some value to it, but the enemies don't really get useful until you get, I think, into the top 10. Anyway, that's pretty much all I want to show off. So I'll do a whole bunch of these off screen, and you can always fight lower level ones even if you're way higher, but you can only fight up to 5 levels above from where you are. There's also a special boss at the end of this after you beat the Dragon Knights or Dragoon Knights. I'm not sure if you have to beat them or not, but maybe you have to be in first place before you have access to it. I'm not sure. Either way, that's going to do it for this one. I'll do a bunch of this stuff off screen, and then I will see you guys next time when we actually have someone of value to fight. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.